Are you getting some new luggage for September? Specific for your way that you're starting, Brett? I mean, my gosh, 3 out of the first 4 on the road. Your thoughts on your schedule, Brett?
Well, listen, it's certainly a tough way to open the season. Like you mentioned, 3 of those first games on the road, and starting out there in Arizona, and then the Week 4 game down there in Tampa will be a challenge. But you get these throughout the course of a 17-game schedule, and with the parity in this league, you get these waves every year. So I actually like it because
you do.
Typically, you know, you come out of the gate, and I'm going to knock on wood here. After training camp, with the preseason being shortened a little bit, hopefully we come out healthy, and you know, we're fresh, and then we have that bye right in the middle there. So at least there's a good chance we can get to this early portion of the schedule and have our team healthy and firing all cylinders, and then from there it's like every year. It's just the battle to survive, and hopefully we've done enough work this offseason to create a deep roster, and we have talent and we have a good team. But like any year, there's going to be games and matchups that go in different directions depending on the health of a team and where they are and how they're playing.
Well, not many teams have 3 out of 4 to start, and you're only one of 4 teams to have a 3-game road trip right in between. So does anybody from the Chiefs call the league and say what gives? Well, I am serious, Brett, by the way, when I ask that question.
Yeah, well, we've answered the question, and Eric Stonestreet literally has 0 pull with Roger, although he may claim he does. So we know that to be true, that he has no say in this.
Yes.
No, look, I know it's a tough deal for the league, and they have to get all these games in. They got to make them fit, but we're also it's kind of one of those good problems to have. You have Pat Mahomes, and there's a need to see him, and there's a need to make sure that he's placed in various places at the right time and the right day of the year, and spread them out. And look, there's a lot of great players across the league, so I'm sure it's not the easiest thing to do, but they have those super high-tech equations that figure it out. There's nothing really we can do other than we knew we were playing these teams, whether it was home or away. We knew where the schedule was and how it all lined up. Many ways it looks tough, but sometimes the way it works out, it could be a blessing, depending on how the schedule falls out. It's funny because the schedule release thing has gotten so big, and it's a great deal for the fans, and they get to kind of do their predicting and going through the schedule. But I mean, the reality of it is, I mean, it's such a long season. And I remember last year I had some family members call and work through the schedule and kind of go through all the scenarios. And then they're like, yeah, and then we have Cincinnati at the end of the year. That'll be great having them late. Easy win. I mean, they were a team that was picking in the top 10, and that was a team that ended our season and beat us twice in a 4-week span. So teams change a lot over the course of a season.
Yes.
The chemistry changes. The team changes. In this league, if you're just a tick off, or just if you're a tick better than you were a year before, you're really good. And if you're a tick worse than you were the year before, you're really bad. And so how that all plays out remains to be seen. There's a lot of work that we have to do to get back to a 5th straight AFC championship game, but I like where we are, and I like the infusion of youth on our roster. So we'll enjoy this now and take a look at it, but know that once we get to St. Joe's for training camp, we'll take it one game at a time.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.